set up a 30-minute calendar link and give that calendar link to any professionals who are downstream of you and tell them you want to help them. What will happen, I promise you, is those meetings will end up being the most valuable meetings you've ever had. You won't know who it's going to be. You won't know when it's going to happen, but do it for a year, and I promise you it will change your life.
Welcome back to our Happy Rainmakers video series where point one can make a difference. I'm joined today by Brian Potts, who is a partner at Husch Blackwell who wears many hats. Thanks for joining us today, Brian.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here, and I love the concept.
Well, thank you very much. I hear that you're starting a podcast that's kind of on the same theme. Do you want to tell us a little more about it?
Yeah, it's similar. It's something I've learned over my career, which, I meet with people and I tell them all the time that, and they often don't believe me, that I meet with 100 people and I help them for free without any intention of getting anything from them. And 10 of them come back and something amazing happens. And people look at me like I'm crazy, except one group of people who I interact with. And I see a lot of people come through, and those are the really successful ones. The really successful people I meet, when I tell them that, they all say, yeah, obviously. And so I learned that from sort of trial and error. I started doing it myself, and I just, through the Legal Mentor Network and other things, have just seen how amazing it has been for my life, both for my happiness and for my bottom line. And so I thought it was really interesting. So that's why we're going to start a podcast about that, about how you can become successful and be happy, but you have to change your mindset. And I'm doing it with a woman named Elizabeth Pajov, who is an expert in everything, basically. She has a Stanford neuroscience degree. She has a divinity degree from Harvard. She has a Harvard law degree. And now she just basically does teachings on happiness and well-being, a lot for lawyers. And so it's perfect. The two of us, I can give a lot of examples as a professional, partner at a law firm, Rainmaker, so to speak, and she can give a lot of the science.
Can you give us an example of a way that a lawyer could start changing his or her mindset?
Well, one very simple thing you can do is set up a 30-minute calendar, automatic, calendar link, which you can do with Calendly or something else, and put aside 30 minutes a day or an average of 30 minutes a day over a week, and give that calendar link to any professionals who are downstream of you and tell them you want to help them. And that's it. Just try to do it. And what will happen, I promise you, is those meetings will end up being the most valuable meetings you've ever had. You won't know who it's going to be. You won't know when it's going to happen, but do it for a year. And I promise you, it will change your life. And it's a half hour, and it's not going to be obvious how, but it will. And you will become more successful and you will be happier.
So I understand how a rainmaker like you could have a lot to offer, but do you think even a first-year lawyer could mentor someone?
Yes. Everybody has people downstream of them. I tell my law students, you know how many college seniors and juniors would love to talk to you right now? And they're all like, oh, yeah, that's true. And so it's a long game. This isn't, first of all, I think most people realize that helping other people makes you feel good, no matter who they are. And, certainly helping people that are really in need is one of the most fulfilling things you can do. But as a professional, you can also help other professionals who are also in need. And what will happen is they will love you forever and they will remember you forever. And that bond will lead to good things. Again, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I've heard literally hundreds of stories of this. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of examples myself. It's true. It's not intuitive, and it's hard for some people because we get set in these systems of what do I as when you're growing up, it's and going through school, it's all about what do I get from this? How do I make myself better? How do I, for lack of a better word, me. And then you need to change that mindset to be, I don't want anything from this person. I just want to help them. And it will lead to them doing something for you. I actually just did a Zoom yesterday with a woman I never met who was a legal tech founder. And I spent 25 of the first 30 minutes doing nothing but talking to her about how to help her sell legal tech to law firms and other places. And about 25 minutes in, she said to me, "What can I do for you?" And I said to her, "I just want to note that you said that because if you start doing what I'm doing, how many times have you ever been on a sales call where at 5 minutes left, they ask you what they can do for you?" And she's like, "Never." And I said, "This is proof that this works. I just helped you for 20 or 25 minutes. And then you asked me affirmatively, how can I help you? And what do you need?" And of course, I have a hard time answering that question because I don't think that way. But it's proof. It really does work. And there's all kinds of science and religion behind it.
Well, I am looking forward to hearing that podcast. I assume you'll announce it on your LinkedIn page when it goes live.
Yeah, we're hoping the first episode will go live in August. So it's coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up soon. Well, thank you so much for telling us about it. It was great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.